What's one thing that can instantly make you bond with a total stranger? Hating the same person. Humor. Make me laugh and you have a new friend. Usually alcohol. And then a trip to the bathroom. A car stuck in the snow. You don't know me, I don't know you, but we've all been there before. Push on 3. I have a great memory of when my kids had a snow day off from school. They were all bored. There was like 4 feet of snow outside. My brother-in-law said, "Hey, let's go out and push people out whose cars are stuck." 6 of us went out helping to get people unstuck. It was a lot of fun. Sharing a mutual love for a niche TV show or movie. Nothing brings people together like geeking out over obscure quotes and favorite scenes. Super glue. This is the type of humor I can adhere to. Music. Sometimes I play piano at train stations, and sharing a common passion for music does wonders for bonding with people. Sharing the same physical deformity or disability, or they realize their child has the same neurodivergence as your child. ADHD. I mean, we both have too many hobbies, both like to talk too much about said hobbies, and both can't notice when we're talking over each other. Heavy metal. Whether at a concert or noticing the shirt battle jacket patches I've got, I've had whole bonding experience with strangers like this. A late bus. The only bad part about quitting smoking is I can't light a fresh smoke to summon the bus when it's late. Dog crazy. Or sobbing over having just lost their dog. Hugged a giant scary biker dude who was blubbering over just putting his dog down. A child throwing a tantrum in a public place. Everyone looks at each other like. On the opposite end, being a mom, whether you're the one with the tantrum thrower or the one who understands the difficulty and misery of being in the situation. Going somewhere foreign and very far from home and seeing a stranger from your home country, especially when there are very few people from your home country present. My first day in Europe as an Australian, I was walking around Zurich and found a nice park to sit and people watch. A guy sits on the bench a couple of meters away, talking loudly on the phone in a distinctly Australian accent. I had to laugh at flying 20 hours across the world just to be sitting next to another Australian. Taking a shelter under a tree due to extremely heavy rain and wild winds. As long as there is not lightning. A shared love for the same obscure TV show or meme. During the pandemic, I wore a face mask designed like a Star Trek uniform. I exchanged many Vulcan salutes with strangers who recognized it. Trauma. Encountered a black bear on a hiking trail after work. Just happened yesterday actually. Not many people go out hiking in the mountains on a weekday evening, so it was just me and a couple strangers. We hadn't said a word to each other, hiking maybe 100 meters apart from each other, until the guy in front of me froze like a statue, looking at something off the trail. Thought maybe he saw a bird or something, caught up, and there was a bear. It was big and had 2 cubs. He said it was only 10 meters of the trail when he first saw it. I had packed bear spray, fortunately, but the 2 strangers hadn't. The third girl had a large dog with her. We walked the rest of the way back to the parking lot together after that, under the dog's protection. Spent another hour or 2 talking until dark. Longest talk I've had with total strangers in quite a while. When they show empathy for others. I feel like empathy is a learned skill. I find it odd as I get called an empath, yet as somebody with Asperger's, we can get stereotyped as having no or little empathy. I think for me, it's harder to pick up social cues and in turn always get the correct action, versus how it'd be without the condition. But I feel like, if anything, that shows my point, that if I'm able to be called an empath by others, most people should be able to learn a decent amount of empathy if they really just tried even a little bit. A good laugh over something unexpected. It's like a moment when you both find something funny at the same time. It breaks the ice and creates an instant connection, making it feel like you've known each other for much longer than a few minutes. An apropos comment. On a particularly cold Colorado morning, a total stranger and I entered a Target store nearly the same time. As she turned to hold the door for me, she questioned, "Where is the hot flash when you need one?" Pretty funny, since we both were 50 plus. We instantly formed a camaraderie of misery. When we both are the only two people to see someone do something really weird, and then we exchange those what the fuck glances. Being lost or confused and finding someone who is equally lost or confused. Happened to me once in Seattle for a candlelight quartet concert. I'd gone alone, stumbled into another alone dude looking for the concert, so we stumbled around together until we found it, got drinks together, and ended up making friends with a handful of exchange students who'd also attended. We all rode the bus for some time and then the subway back, and the group slowly dissolved as we got to our respective stops. One of the best nights I ever had.